have been donning Delman shoes for decades, and this spring the Fashion Institute of Technology is putting some incredible pairs of Delman shoes on display for everyone to see. Roseanne Coletti got a preview in this photo-ready fashion.
Hi there, I'm Roseanne Coletti, delivering another Gossipgram fashion snapshot. The museum at F.I.T. is holding an exhibition of Delman shoes, March through April. This is a very old American line, founded in 1919, and a line worn by many celebrated American women. To tell us about the exhibit, we have Colleen Hill of the museum at F.I.T. and Gabby Bonelli of Delman. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Let's start right here. Let's get right into the shoe. What era is this shoe?
This is from the 1940s. It's Delman's Scandal Sandal. The official title of the museum at FIT exhibition is Scandal Sandals and Lady Slippers, A History of Delman Shoes. So obviously part of the title of the exhibition was based off of these shoes, and they were somewhat scandalous for their time. You see they reveal much of the foot, and those lovely straps you see there would have laced up the calf rather provocatively. So they're very interesting and particularly beautiful style.
And in that year, that was considered a very provocative shoe.
Exactly. We really only start to see peep toes in the 1930s, so to show most of the foot by the 1940s is really quite something.
And this shoe next to it, Gabby, perhaps you could tell us about this one? Or Colleen is our expert.
Sure. This is called a fun shoe. It's one of a couple of styles that Delman produced during World War II. So since there were significant material rationings, including leather, which is very obviously used for shoes quite often, these have a wooden sole. So you can keep the idea of a platform, which is usually made from stacked leather, but done in this way that coincides with wartime rationing.
And this was fabric as opposed to leather at the top.
Exactly, yeah, and they've done a little bit of carving there to show some of the hand craftsmanship that's always been a part of Delman. It's
very interesting to see how reflective of a modern era shoe this is.
Absolutely.
And where the new styles have actually come from. Now, I did mention that a lot of celebrated women in America have worn these shoes.
Yes.
Can you name a few?
Marilyn Monroe wore them, Ava Gardner wore them, Jackie Kennedy wore her Delman flats, she loved them, so they continue to be famous throughout time and transition smoothly into today.
And today, where would women find Delman shoes?
You can find them at Bergdorf's, you can find them on delmanshoes.com, such boutiques like Shoebox, so you can find them all over the metro area.
Well, let's take a look at this one too. Now, what era is this one, Colleen?
This is also from the 1940s. It's a little bit later. It's a Delmanette, and that was a line that Delman introduced in 1949 that was specifically targeted toward the youth market. And that's something we usually associate with the 60s, but was actually really starting to take place in the 40s and 50s. So it was sold at a lower price point. You can see it's perhaps a bit more fun and youthful than the regular Delman
Has an ankle
line.
strap.
Exactly.
Now, both of these have platforms, which is very evocative of the 40s.
Of course.
And early 50s. And then this one changes totally. What year is this?
Yes, this is from about 1956. It's a cocktail booty, so you can see the big change in the
brocade
heel, of course. So it's not quite formal enough to be a full evening shoe, but it does speak to the idea of occasion dressing, which was a big part of 1950s fashion. And obviously, wearing these particular cocktail booties really would have made the outfit. They were your statement piece.
And what about this little red number here? I believe that's a satin.
Yes, it is. That is a Delman Dior. It's a very important line that began in 1953. And all of the Delman Dior shoes were designed by Roger Vivier. He had designed for Delman starting in about 1938, and in 1953 he took over this line. So it's very significant that an American shoe brand was affiliated with a very high-end French couture house.
Actually, that's a very timeless looking shoe.
Absolutely, yeah, it's very classic and really quite simple. It's just got that tucking detail in the front, which makes it a little more special.
And what are we looking at here at the end, the next three, the leopard
Here
prints?
you're looking at current Delman that will be out in the market, so we kind of celebrated the 40s look and brought it back here with the platform, with the pony. And keeping in the pony to kind of give everything a timeless touch is the little pointy toe flat, and then as I mentioned, kind of our casual timeless flat that we carry on and celebrate through.
Now, price points. Everybody's watching her pocketbook or her purse these days, so what should a woman expect to pay if she wants to buy a Delman shoe?
Delman started about $195 and will go up to about $395 for platform here. So nice, affordable, but sophisticated and timeless.
But still a bit of an investment shoe.
Yes, totally an investment.
In looking at the retrospective, how was this put together?
It was actually put together by graduate students in the program at F.I.T. So they actually had access to the Delman archives. All of the historical shoes you see here are from their archives, and the museum at F.I.T. has a wonderful collection of Delman shoes as well. So all of these students really pitched in, did their research, and the student curators selected the objects to tell this story. So it should be an amazing exhibition. This is just a small sampling of the beautiful styles that will be on display.
Now, I should point out we haven't been allowed to touch these, and that the curator has gloves to move the shoes about because these are considered historical objects.
Exactly.
Ladies, thank you so much. Colleen, Gabby, thanks for being with us. Again, that retrospective on Delman shoes at the museum at F.I.T. March through April, and it's free Tuesdays through Saturday. I'm Roseanne Coletti, and this has been our latest Gossip Gram Photo Fashion.